Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Microphone unmuted.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Only 5 games left to go, and then it's playoff time. Let's check in on the East. You look at the Cavaliers. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason.
Well, I think for the Cavaliers, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Zubats in at the 5. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3. All eyes on this contest tonight, Doris, as these two squads duke it out for playoff positioning.
Brian, good teams know who their competition is. And when that happens, even in a regular season game, the quality of competition and the intensity gets immediately ramped up. And guess who gets to benefit from that? You and I. And I tell you, James Harden's ability to power through contact and finish with bodies around him is something else.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Harden, the pass to Powell. Outside for Harden. Outside Bogdanovic. The 3 is up. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Mitchell against Bogdanovic. From deep. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 5.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Harden with a bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Harden against Garland. Allen outside. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, B.A.? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Back to Garland. Outside Hunter. 6 to shoot. Zubats with the steal. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. He goes.
And it's Garland on the drive. And a missed layup. Los Angeles leading by 6. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Hunter finds Garland. Outside Mitchell. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Here he goes. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. For the Cavaliers, Okeke comes in for Mobley. And Okoro is subbed in for Hunter. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Outside Mitchell. To stop the run. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Mitchell. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Clippers lead by 8. Outside Harden. Leonard for 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Now here's Dunn. Yet to see a basket. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Three-pointer. Garland, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Okoro.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
17 seconds left now in the first quarter. Mitchell with the ball. 17 points for him. Last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Clock is at 3. Cleveland again missing. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Clippers ahead, up by 11. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. It's Jones at power forward with Zubac at center. Chris Dunn is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the 3. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And Zubac drops them both.
What you love about Ivica Zubac is he knows who he is. Big, strong body, mixes it up on the glass, sets solid screens. Just an understanding of who he is.
Here's Jerome. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Pass to Mobley. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
The Clippers lead by 11. Now Zubac, guarded by Capella. Zubac passes to Coffey. For 3. Knocks it down from distance. Coffey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Pass to Mobley. Back to Jerome. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Can't connect from the right block. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. And Ty Lue has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hunter's checked in for the Cavs. Garland comes in for Merrill. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Ben Simmons. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Garland. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Here's Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Oh, going to take more than that to stop Kawhi.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And here's Capella. And here's Mobley, defended by Jones. Hunter passes to Mobley. Here's Jerome. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Garland. From the arc. Second chance shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You have to fight for those boards. Capella works so hard, and his competitiveness wins him that rebound.
Mitchell's checked in for Mobley. The Clippers lead by 10. Pass to Leonard. The 3-ball. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Jerome passes to Garland. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Here's Leonard. And there's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the Clippers have possession. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Leonard looking around. Dunn outside. Right side, Bogdanovich. The 3. Capella with a rebound. Cavaliers trail by 8. The 3 from Mitchell. Jones grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Out to Leonard. There's the triple. Leonard beyond the line.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Garland. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
A nice shot by Zubac. Here's Garland. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Fires from way outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys.
And guys, time now to talk about Kawhi Leonard. How incredible did he look in that first half?
Kawhi is a monster. He takes over games on a regular basis, which is exactly what we saw in the first half.
A multi-talented guy, and it's on display tonight. But you'd think he'd crack a smile every once in a while, maybe? Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Hunter in at small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Mitchell, following the score by Los Angeles. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Hunter. Mobley outside. Back to Mitchell. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Zubac finds Harden. Back to Zubac. And he banks in the layup. Zubac has got 6 points.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Hunter against Powell. Hunter can't get it to go. The Clippers lead by 18. Pass to Powell. This one for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, we have each other's backs. That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Hunter passes to Allen. Back to Hunter. They need this. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Norman Powell.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Leonard for 3. That one's off. His 3rd miss out of 8 tries.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Clint Capella.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Allen. And again, it's Clippers missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Cleveland shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, Darius Garland is relatively new to this league, folks, but one thing we know unequivocally, he is so skilled offensively.
Mitchell, a screen on Harden. Here's Garland. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Outside Bogdanovich. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Tries to break his ice. It's tipped. Powell outside. Outside Harden. Here's Zubac. Back to Harden. The rebound by Allen. Cavaliers trail by 20. Outside Hunter. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. Harden, the pass to Zubac. And that one's good. Zubac has got 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And there's the lob. And it's Allen who slams it home.
That's just tremendous length, exceptional hands, Jared Allen. Nice and easy.
Harden into the lane. And Harden with the slam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And Cleveland has possession after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Garland. Knocks down the 18-footer. He has 7.
Who says the mid-range is dead? If the defense gives it, Darius Garland will take it.
Out to Powell. Back to Harden. And here's Bogdanovich. Here's the 3. The rebound by Garland. And he drives in. Allen, the pass to Mobley. Garland for 3. Hits the trifecta. Garland's got 6 here in the quarter.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
It's Powell on the wing. 3-pointer. Knocks down the long J. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Back to Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Los Angeles. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. They've got Derek Jones, Kawhi Leonard out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's done in at the 2. The 3 from Okoro sinks the tray. Okoro's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Hunter following the score by the Clippers. Knocks it loose. Done with it. And it's Hunter picking him up. Left side Simmons. Here's Dunn. 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Jerome passes to Capella. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And here's Hunter from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Jones from outside. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Capella. Evan Mobley comes in for Okoro. And Mitchell subbed in for Jerome. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Clippers. Coffey comes in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Garland. Back to Allen. To halt the run. He drops it from range. Garland's got 9 points now in the second half.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second makes sense.
Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Garland. 4-3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Simmons, the pass to Eubanks. Back to Simmons. Here's Coffey. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Cavaliers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Now here's Mobley. Back to Garland. Over Simmons. And Garland with a basket on the assist by Mobley.
Well, Evan Mobley might be a big man, but boy, how about the touch on that pass right there?
Simmons, the pass to Coffey. Dunn outside. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Simmons. Coffey on the wing. Launches a 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. So go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game. Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Simmons looking around. Shot clock at 5. Dunn outside. This one for 3. The shot off that time. And Cleveland has possession. Now Garland. Mobley outside. Outside Garland. From deep three-point land. And that bucket's good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, That says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
And the Clippers starting five. You'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Bogdanovich. And Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
Leonard on the wing. Takes the three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Suggs against Harden. Banchero outside. Tries from 10, and he hits the jump shot.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
Harden gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Anthony. He had 15 points last outing.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
On the wing, Harden. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Here's Zubac. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
And here is Suggs. His last outing, he had 18 points. Banchero looking around. And then Carter with the jam.
And playing with some force on the interior. You got to love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Here's Banchero. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Count it.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's Powell on the wing. Launches a three. It's good from long range.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Wagner's checked in for Banchero. The Clippers also changing it up. Jones checked in for Zubac, and it's done in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Wagner wide open. On the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Down low, here's Jones. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wagner against Powell. Now, here's Suggs. No scoring in this one. Let's go. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Jones for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, James Harden.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Corey Joseph comes in for Anthony. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. Here's Wagner after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. 4 on the shot clock. And finished off by Wagner.
At 6'10", you love the versatility that Franz Wagner provides. I mean, this guy's very effective in the two-man game.
And Harden with the stuff.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Joseph after the Clippers pick up 2. There's the pick. Right at the free throw line. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden the pass to Leonard. There's the drive. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got... And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Dunn is out there with Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Clippers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Pass to Coffey. From deep. Gets the three-point.
Pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
So both teams changing it up here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And Simmons kicks to Dunn. Jones from outside. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. And Carroll passes to Bitadze. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's not anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA, thanks. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his third assist on the night. Banchero outside. Here's Black. Last game he had 12. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Bogdanovich. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Magic trail by 8. Pass to Black. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
How about big Mo Wagner? Never waste an opportunity to throw it down, big fella.
On the wing, Jones. Simmons passes to Zubac. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And then for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Jones. Amir Coffey comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's James Harden in for Dunn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Orlando grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Sometimes we've seen it happen where a team that's supposed to be the underdog gets the game into OT, and then the momentum swings their way.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
A shot by Anthony, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Harden finds Simmons. A three from Bogdanovich. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Now, Suggs. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Clippers leading by 9. Over to the left wing. Here's Coffey. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Anthony. It's blocked. Here's Coffey. That 3 off the mark. Outside Anthony. They need this. And it's sent back by Leonard. And that does it for the first half of play. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 12. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. They've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Orlando Magic.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy looks, Shaq.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Down by 12. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Out on the perimeter, it's Anthony and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. This is out there for Orlando. Anthony with it. Pass to Banchero. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Banchero's got 6.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Look at Orlando. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
And right now for the Magic, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Wagner finds Carter. From 11 feet away, and it's Wagner missing. Los Angeles leading by 11. In the corner, Powell with it. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist in the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And then Carter with the jam.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Orlando making a change here. Black's checked in. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. The Clippers, number 1.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
On defense, the Clippers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Black. And he's good on the 3-ball. Black's got 5.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Harden finds Zubac. Basket counts. 6 points for Ivica Zubac. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Suggs. From down in the low post, it goes.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
He gets it in there. He's got 6.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods of the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. Here's Black, guarded by Harden. Pass to Carter. Banchero with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
It's good. 9 points for Leonard.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Mo Wagner comes in for Banchero. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Jalen Suggs. The Clippers also changing it up. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for Powell. And it's done in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Back to Wagner. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so it's Bogdan Bogdanovic making highlights for L.A. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Ben Simmons is out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Bogdanovic. Then it's Jones. And it's Leonard in at the 4. Back to Banchero. No good on the 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And so here are the Clippers. Bogdanovic, no luck. Here's Larson. It's the 3-point bomb.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Jones. Outside Bogdanovic. Back to Jones. From past the arc. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Magic trail by 21. And here's Wagner. Here's Larson. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Elbow shot is on the way. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one drops for him. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Larson. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Wagner.
Wagner with the rebound and score. Good work near the hoop.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. So both teams making some changes here. Los Angeles leading by 21. Foul for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Harden, pass to Zubac. The 3 ball. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Clippers lead by 21.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. There's 1:59 left here in the fourth quarter. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Isaac outside. Into the lane. He gets that one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Right side Leonard. Launches it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You know, Leonard, very effective from downtown. That wasn't always the case. He's really worked to become a laser from 3.
Black the pass to Houston. To the inside. Here's Black. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bitadze. From the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72 win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
And it's Wagner missing. Here's Los Angeles now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Good on the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but where you finish. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on welcome to Wednesday night's in. And Grant, for the visitors in this one, currently on their Southern California trip, taking on both the Los Angeles teams here in consecutive games.
And it's good scheduling to get both these games knocked out on one trip. That way they can stay at the same hotel, practice at the same gym, and don't have to worry about travel.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Chris Boucher out there with Zion Williamson. Here's McCollum. Really played well against Charlotte. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. Murray for three. On target from range.
Well, that's just another thing Murray can do for you. Hit the three.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. And here's New Orleans now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. 5 on the clock. McCollum's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
Here's Bogdanovich following the score by New Orleans. Here's Zubats, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Boucher finds McCollum. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And with the playoffs quickly approaching, the end of the regular season power rankings. Taking a look at Boston, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Checking out the Clippers, they've been such a welcome surprise. Not many people thought they could be this good, but they continue to relish the role of underdog.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Clippers. Alvarado's checked in for New Orleans. Harden with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Powell for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. We never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
Now here's Alvarado. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Dunn.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you suited up after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Williamson against Leonard. Lets it fly from 18. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Well, that's something that Zion continues to work on, and it will only help his game moving forward.
Here's Zubats. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Now here's Alvarado. Still no points. Pass to McCollum. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Dunn, the pass to Harden. Back to Dunn. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Zubats finds Harden. Dunn outside. 4-3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Now here's McCollum. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
So it's Los Angeles now, after the basket by New Orleans. Zubats' shot is off. Pelicans trail by 5. Pass to Alvarado. Now McCollum from downtown, and the three-pointer goes. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
So comfortable off the feed. McCollum has made a lot of these over the years.
Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Dunn.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So for New Orleans right now, filling out the wings, it's McCollum and Jones. Then it's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Messi in at the 5. Here's Messi, powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Pass to Coffey. Let's go with a 3. Yes! And that's Simmons with the assist. Coffey's got his first 3 points of the game.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now McCollum lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Los Angeles. DeJounte Murray's checked in for the Pelicans. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 10. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Here's Simmons. And he buries his first look.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Barnes against Jones. Pass to Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Messi, and he jams it home with authority.
Well, that's a good feed from Murray. He was all about doing what's best for the team.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. James Harden comes in for Simmons. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game. And New Orleans making a change here. Jones is checked in. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Murray against Zubac. They get it back. Jams it in off a great move.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Now here's Jones. He's scoreless. Williamson for three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Harden from outside. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
A reliable shooter off the catch. Harden with that sweet lefty stroke.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Jones. Boucher's checked in for New Orleans. C.J. McCollum comes in for Jones. And here's New Orleans now. Murray from outside. Powell pulls it in.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
It's good.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
McCollum on the wing. Defended by Bogdanovich. Looking to win the run. Goes up again.
And McCollum has a way of causing trouble in there. Very crafty.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
It's hard to forget how much he struggled from the line during their last matchup.
No good on that one. Good on the second one.
Look, a leader both on and off the floor. You can tell McCollum's teammates really look up to him.
And they pick up 2.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
McCollum's shot is off.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Harden with a bucket.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now here's McCollum. And again, New Orleans, no good. James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Back after this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. For the West, Luka Doncic.
No stranger getting recognized. Doncic stuffs the stat sheet pretty much every night. Controls the pace of the game. Superstar.
Would you say he's a little bit like Magic?
Let's not get crazy, Ernie.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
Sometimes, Ernie, I watch this guy, and I'm just in awe of James Harden. He could do so many things on the floor. And the way he dices up the defense, man, watching him play is like watching a work of art.
I'll say. And you did a great job of painting that picture.
Man, this guy is a new age. You know what I'm going to call him now?
Hold on. I'm laughing at my own joke.
Okay, there it is.
Oh. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Pelicans trail by 17. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Zubac in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Leonard gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Pelicans shooting only 31% in the game. Pass to Boucher. Murray with it. Nice move. And Harden with the block.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Takes it inside. And then Harden with the jam.
And, you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Murray, a screen on Bogdanovic. McCollum against Bogdanovic. Murray from outside. Nails it from 3. Murray's got 6.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. In the 3rd spot, Los Angeles. 5th, New Orleans.
I'll tell you what, the breakneck pace both of these teams like to play at is a fun thing to watch. Neither squad wastes any time getting out in transition and looking to score.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pelicans trail by 20. Pass to Boucher. Now McCollum. Williamson with it. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Williamson left side. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. He's got 9.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Harden's shot is good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. For 3, McCollum. Now pulls it in.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Bogdanovic on the wing. The 3. Drops in the 3. Bogdanovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. One of the more consistent players in the league, Stan, Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Yeah, Brian, averages in double figures every year, shoots it well from deep, a very underrated ball handler and playmaker. You love having guys like Bogdanovic that you can rely on every night.
Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And the Pelicans also making a change. Alvarado's checked in for DeJounte Murray. 1:56 left in the third quarter of the game.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Williamson. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Harden, the pass to Leonard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight. The free throw drops for Leonard, and the Pelicans making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Here's Messi. Nice pad, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Zubac passes to Leonard. Beyond the arc. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Outside Jones. Pass to Williamson. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac is... Leonard attacking. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
McCollum's shot is off.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
For three, McCollum. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Herb Jones, Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Barnes, and it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jones misses.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Simmons, and he converts the layup.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Murray against Simmons. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Back to Eubanks. Outside Jones. Pass to Coffey. Outside Jones. Takes the 3. Pelicans cleared away. Jones feels it out. Down low. Barnes. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you gotta love the vision Jones brings.
Jones from outside. Messi grabs the board.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Outside Jones. The 3 ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jones has gotten himself on the board. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Clippers. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Coffey. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
Here's Coffey. Three-pointer. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Murray. Williamson outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
Pass to Coffey. Here's the 3. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got 3 assists tonight.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Dunn.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker, and they keep going.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for James Harden.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Murray, no good.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Dunn, the pass to Jones. Outside Simmons. Here's Coffey. And Los Angeles, another 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Now here's McCollum. Outside Murray. Floats one up. The Clippers grab the miss. Here are the Clippers. They're on an 18-3 run. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. No good on the shot. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It's moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, James Harden.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium light skin tone.